Alright, to start off today's coding adventure, for now anyways, I've just put like some comments on some codes, and the more I progress, I'm just gonna start adding more comments to the work I've already done. What that I want to do right now is to make it where the player, when that I hit a dash button, it'll send the player just, forward. Not just an instant forward, like let's say like like that. Well, more just kind of like what you'd see in Celeste or Hollow Knight. Alright, so far what I have set up is, I don't know why the up and down direction isn't working, but the left and right one is. So whenever I hit the dash button, in this case I set it to left shift, if the player is facing to the right, it just dashes forward, and then if he's facing left, he'll dash to the left. The only bug I found so far while doing this, I mean there's not really much to test it out on this, but if the player lands inside of the bounce, it won't bounce so far. Alright, and I just now fixed that by, this was on trigger enter, and I just changed it over to stay, so now when the player is anywhere in the bounce pad, spring, spoingy, whatever you want to call it, it will make him bounce. But there was another thing I found which was kind of funny. If the player is colliding with the ground at all, it will be able to just jump at free will no matter where it's touching, which isn't bad in some cases, because that'd be like, I don't know, kind of cool platforming. Player can just hang to the roof, but no, that's not. I'm gonna have to make like a raycast or something at the feet specifically, or at the bottom of the player, so that way when it's only the feet are touching the ground, that means it will be able to only jump. Alright, and I fixed that just now, so the player can no longer just stick to the any ground surface from up, down, or up, right, and left. It can only do it when it is grounded, mostly. Just adjust the collider a little bit here. That should be better for the most part. I think if I take these and just adjust them a little bit outwards. Now I'm having a hard time actually getting directly to the edge. There we go. Alright, I don't know why that's... Maybe it's only checking if the ground... I think that might be why. Okay, yeah, I figured... Okay, I see what the issue is. It's only checking if the player... if both of the colliders are into the ground, so I gotta figure out how to work around that. So it will check to see if it is grounded, but only after so yeah, right here, the ground bolt at the very bottom. So yeah, it's not letting me jump if both of the colliders aren't touching the ground directly, so I gotta fix that. Alright, so it turns out I am dumb enough to not know what I'm doing, but smart enough to figure it out. But yeah, so I basically had to create two transforms for the feet, or whatever, the sides of the square, and it will now work when only one of the transforms are hit. So if I go over to this side here and not fall off, let's see. Yeah, so I mean basically just had to do like check it twice so the physics overlap circle for the left foot and the right foot, which is these two right here. If either one of those are touching the ground check is, you know, it's true. So yeah, that fixed it for being stuck to the ceilings of stuff and to the sides. Now I just need to figure out how to work the up dash, because this is working mostly. Yeah, it's working for the most part.